programs for a country of the size and scope that this one, that ours is rather limited. It's still a programs for a country of the size and scope that this one, that ours is rather limited. It's still a good start in the right direction, and we're very pleased about that. And I think that this will give us opportunities to take advantage of. I don't think I have to, that there are too many people here who wouldn't say that our work right now is quite challenging. It's always challenging, but right now, I think that there are days when, believe me, I would rather be tending to my garden than coming to the office. But I recognize that we have some greater obligations and a larger purpose. And I wanted you to know that, that part of that is an appeal that I have to you. Matthew and I went backwards and forwards when I was going to talk to you, and I said, can I say to them something that I really want to say? And he said, no, they'll consider it really not friendly. And I said, well, you know, what can I say? What I can tell you is that that one of the great challenges that our sectors face, so I'll say it carefully, Matthew, so that I won't embarrass you. Is that all right? One of the great challenges that our sector faces is in the leadership arena. That even though right now the economic crisis has produced lots of very high levels of unemployment, and we haven't seen the bottom of that, it's likely to go into the double digits before we're ended. At some point we will get out of this and we will be in a different direction. And the trajectory for the nonprofit community is that there won't be enough leaders for all the organizations. Now you might be cynical about that and say, well, we're going to lose so many, it'll kind of even it out. I'm not sure that that's true. What we also know about the nonprofit community is because our work is so challenging, people don't tend to stay in it for a long period of time. It's very hard work, the pay is not great, the hours are long, boards are quite difficult to work with, and networking is difficult. And for all of these reasons, people don't stay. In fact, there was a study done by the Annie Casey Foundation and Compass Point and the Maya Foundation on this very subject, and found that, that even though 32% of those surveyed aspire to become executive directors, 40% of those who already were ready to leave their positions. And that's not a good thing for our sector, and it's why your organization is such a profoundly important one, because one of the elements of keeping people in the sector is having the opportunity to work with other kinds of people. I'm looking at the time, and I want to leave as much time as possible for discussion. So I'm going to move past a whole bunch of questions that bits and pieces that I had. But the part, Matthew, that I didn't say yet about leaving the sector is that the wrap on this generation is that you don't stay too long at anything anyway. No. And that I'm sure that's not true, and I'm positive that it's not true for most of you in this room. But I must say that if in fact this sector becomes a succession of folks who come in, do something, and get out, and then new folks who come in, do something, and get out, there is no organizational learning that happens. And then we really run in place, and we don't achieve the outcomes that we need for the society that is an important part of our future. So as you think about things being difficult, also think about the difference that you're making in the kind of work that you're doing. And so as you continue to network and share experiences with one another, both here in this conference room and in the various subsectors of our nonprofit community, I encourage you to think about your mutual obligations and shared responsibilities in creating the kinds of environments that make us able together to make a greater difference. In this mindset, commit yourself to making your efforts known to your organization, so that when the leaders who are at the table, who are you, are part of the solutions of your organizations, that your directors and other leaders in the community know that you've been part of the solutions. Demonstrate your value added to your organization. Commit to the mission and apply the unique skill sets that you've learned in the universes that you inhabit to advance the organization's causes. If your organization doesn't know how to use the internet and all of the technology in a way in which you do, and it's second nature to you, push them until they do know. Demonstrate to them the value of all of these. To me, this is what it means to be a leader. And as far as I'm concerned, being a strong leader includes the following for me: a clear vision of what one wants for oneself and for one's society, an ability to translate that vision for others and inspire them to join in the effort. Remember, if leaders don't have followers, You aren't a leader, you're an academic in an institution. Maybe a writer in a newspaper. I think that great leaders have the ability to listen and to respect the perspectives of others, and also have a strong work ethic. Whatever you do, if you don't work hard and do it well, I don't think that other people will respect you over the end. John Gardner, the American statesman and founding chair of my organization, said in his book on leadership, vitality at the middle and lower levels of leadership can produce greater vitality at the higher levels of leadership. I take this to mean that the degree to which you invest in the leadership of your organization and get them to be better leaders is the degree to which you will make your organization a much stronger organization. I thought I would end with a poem because I think it's kind of a cute poem. It's called I'm Tired, I'm Whipped. And it says, I'm tired, I'm whipped. Too dumb to quit, too smart to let life go by. I'm working hard to find the truth in my own backyard. I've done everything but die. Took the long way around, on the short ride to town, found a pass where few have been. Gained a love, lost a friend, scraped my knees, learned to please. Started out with no choice, somewhere, somehow, found my voice. Thank you.